എന്താണ് ട്രിഗണോമെട്രി? ട്രിഗണോ എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ ട്രയാങ്കിൾ എന്നും മെട്രി എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ മെഷർ എന്നുമാണ് ഗ്രീക്കിൽ പറയുക. സോ ഗ്രീക്ക് വേർഡിലാണ് ട്രിഗണോമെട്രി വിച്ച് മീൻസ് triangle and measure. Thus trigonometry means triangle measure, the measure of triangle related to triangle. So let us consider a triangle named ABC with sides A, B and C. The side A is opposite to the angle A and the side opposite to angle B is B. Similarly, the side opposite to angle C is C. So what all things we can see in this triangle ABC? We can see angle A, angle B and angle C. Similarly, the sides A, B and C. So these 6 things, the 3 angles and the 3 sides we see in triangle ABC. So this is what we see in trigonometry, the relation between the angle and the sides. This is all about trigonometry. We use only a type of triangle, that is the right triangle in trigonometry. Always we use right triangle in trigonometry. What is a right triangle? A right triangle is a triangle in which one angle is 90 degree. So ഒരു ആംഗിൾ 90 ഡിഗ്രി ആയിട്ടുള്ള ട്രയാങ്കിൾസ് ആണ് റൈറ്റ് ട്രയാങ്കിൾ. അപ്പോൾ ഈ റൈറ്റ് ട്രയാങ്കിളാണ് നമ്മൾ ട്രിഗണോമെട്രി യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. സോ മറ്റ് 2 ആംഗിൾസ് എന്തായിരിക്കും? ലെറ്റ് us consider the other angle as theta. So this triangle, one angle with 90 degree and the other is theta, is always used in trigonometry to solve problems. How? Let's look into a daily life example. Manu, a boy, need to find the height of a tree. He is a distance away from the foot of the tree. It is simple to measure the distance between 2 points, right? But it is somewhat difficult to measure the height. So if we know the distance between the foot of the tree and Manu, we can find the height of the tree. To that, we find the angle between the foot and the top of the tree, and thus we can find the height of the tree. It is a simple example. Let us move into a complex example. If Manu need to find the height of a mountain, he only knows the distance between the foot and the angle, then he can simply find height of the mountain using trigonometry. How? Let's look into this. Here is a pole in a floor. A person is standing a particular distance away from the pole. He looked to the pole straight. So this straight line is called line of sight. The straight view is called line of sight or the horizontal line of sight. ഒരാള് നേരെ നോക്കുന്നതിനെയാണ് എന്ത് പറയുന്നത്? ഹൊറിസോണ്ടൽ ലൈൻ ഓഫ് സൈറ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ഈ വ്യക്തി ഒന്ന് തല ഉയർത്തി ആ പോളിൻ്റെ ടോപ്പിൽ നോക്കുകയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ അതെന്താവും? ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ദ ലൈൻ ഓഫ് സൈറ്റ്. ഓക്കെ, ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ദ ലൈൻ ഓഫ് സൈറ്റ് and here forms an angle. This angle is called angle of elevation. So the angle between line of sight and horizontal line is called angle of elevation. If the same person is looking down, his angle of sight will come down, right? So when the angle of sight is above the horizontal line, it is angle of elevation. If he is looking to the foot of the pole, the angle of sight, the line of angle came to the bottom or the floor of the pole. So the angle between the horizontal line and the line of sight is called angle of depression. So here we can see two type of angles, the angle of elevation and angle of depression. When a person is looking upward, this angle of elevation. When he is looking downwards, it is angle of depression. And the straight side is called the horizontal line. Is it clear? Yes. So let's move into a example. Maya want to measure the height of a building. She is standing in the top of another building. So she looked to the top of the building. She want to measure the height, and she also looked to the bottom of the building. When she looks straight at the building, here forms two angles. What are the angle of elevation and the angle of depression? When she looks up, here forms angle of elevation, that is angle P is said to be angle of elevation and Q is said to be angle of depression. Similarly, when a person look up, it's angle of elevation, and when a person look down, it is angle of depression. So here P is angle of elevation and Q is angle of depression. So let's move into another example. A person wants to find the distance between two towers. For that, he can use trigonometry, isn't it? Yes, he can use trigonometry here. How he can use trigonometry to solve this? By forming a right triangle. So by forming a right triangle, a person can find the distance between two towers.